I actually started playing 6 again.
6, I was thinking about doing that after I finished 7.
I got a Game Boy Advance emulator for my phone.
I actually have the Game Boy Advance copy of 6.
Oh, yeah. And so I'm playing, 6 Advance, because I'm like, I've never played that version of it, and...
That's a good one.
And, yeah.
That's, well, we'll be playing the PS1 version, which is nice, because it has some of the old bugs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like,
well, it has the one important bug.
I like so many things about it. I haven't gotten very far into it at all yet, but just
6 is better than 7, but 7 is my favorite game.
There's so much in 6 that I really fucking like in the beginning, even just in the beginning.
Oh yeah, right from the start it gets you. What are these? They're adorable! I want one!
Throw one and see what happens.
Jamie would love these!
Egg bird things? Like, I don't...
Egg chicken?
What happened? Do they hatch?
Whoa!
Oh,
They turn in the clouds! Strife. Oh, no!
That's so cool.
This game.
Now you're just like...
This game.
So, Yoshi could basically fly, but now you can go up. And then continue to fly.
And there's an infinite number of them down there because that's how chickens work.
We don't know what we're doing! Your fucking faces.
I wonder if these are friend chickens or food chickens. Chicken for days. I love everything about that.
I know.
From the conceit of it to the fact that it's called Chicken for Days. And that the mom wants to design educational video games. And I think they give up on her because of that. It's like, your dream is dumb.
Chicken for days. You just killed their mom,
yeah. Yeah, well, they're my slaves now.
And they don't know. They think you're probably their mother.
Yeah.
Are we getting a little loud? I see. I hear it. I hear
I can turn it down a little bit.
Tiny bit. I could try to just tone it down a bit, but
nah,
that's hard.
may as well. Yeah, it's too hard. It's too hard to try.
And
why bother?
Yeah, shit. Trying is fucking hard.
Trying is for losers who don't have money.
Trying is because you don't have to try if you already got the fucking money.
Once you have enough money, it just turns into a perpetual money machine where the money just makes more money.
Then you only have to try to do like money-related things, like, oh man, I wonder how much money I can spend. I should try.
Yeah, your life basically just turns into Brewster's Millions.
I wonder how much, how many fancy parties I can go to. I ought to try that.
I wonder how sexy of a lady I can bed. Not even, marry, love, make a family with, just bed.
I wonder what kind of American Psycho life I could have. Let's try. I want the most American Psycho apartment ever.
Did have a nice apartment. That's the fucked up thing. It's looking at it, it's like, man, that's a nice apartment.
Yeah, that axe he has, where the fuck did he get that? Where the fuck did he get that axe? That's not a wood-cutting axe.
No, it's very specifically not.
It's like just some fucking axe you pick up at Barney's of New York for like 10 grand.
Ooh, I saw some string up there. Come on, Yoshi, you can do it. I have the money to just waste it on artisanal axes.
Look at these fuckers. They would have died. Their mom wasn't even back there.
Nope.
They're just like, we don't know what we're doing.
We're all gonna die. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We don't even know who we are.
An abomination.
Fuck, I was gonna say something. I totally forgot.
Artisanal axes and
I don't even know.
Toning our bodies because we have all the money.
It was before that, too. I just don't even remember. It must not have been important.
Chicken for days.
What'd you think of season 4?
3.
3? Season 3?
Season 3 of BoJack Horseman is the weakest one so far. Still good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this in the lead up as far back as the lead up to season. Come on, spit it out, Yoshi. You fuck. As the lead up to season 2, where season 1 is entirely self-contained. The way it ends, they certainly sow seeds for I'll just skip this on you. They certainly sow seeds for a season 2. But if they didn't make a season 2, you would still be satisfied.
Yeah.
You would just feel like all these characters are going to continue on with their lives. Season 2, on the other hand, it had a number of lingering plot points.
Yeah.
That you knew, okay, there's
Yeah.
going to be season 3.
Uh-huh.
There's no question about it. There's going to be season 3. Oh, there we go. Cool. Season 3 did that even worse because it didn't address many of those plot points.
Yeah.
Like, Hank Hippopotamus
Didn't even-
and
yeah.
the girl who may have died of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
They
And,
all-
and barely even his old fling's daughter. Like, not
Exactly.
enough.
Well,
I mean...
I kind of like how they barely use her at all. Just to show... How do I put this? Because she does come off as almost insignificant, it does show kind of BoJack's view on what he usually does.
yeah.
And it shows you the actual reality of the effects of what he does.
Yeah.
Whereas for BoJack, it's like, oh, I just met this girl and, you know, did this thing, had this one night. For her, it could have been like a lifelong thing that they need therapy for. Whereas for BoJack, it's just one night of fun
They,
that he regrets, but
yeah.
it didn't damage him.
No, yeah.
Whereas with
fucking-
her, he saw, oh, my actions do have, you know, they do have an effect. I was disappointed in season 3 because, for reasons which actually, God, maybe intentional, because I was convinced coming out of season 2 that BoJack was going to take the first steps toward becoming a better person.
Yeah.
We talked about this on camera even.
Yeah.
Where he talks to that monkey at the very end and it says it gets easier.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. You have to do it every day. That's the hard part, but it gets easier. And he's talking about running, but it's a metaphor for being a good person. Because at the end of season 2, BoJack took those first steps toward being a good person.
Uh-huh.
You know, he went, he used his boat to go help Todd, not because he wanted brownie points with Todd, but because Todd is his friend, and Todd needed help. It wasn't at all like, oh, I'm gonna go help Todd, and he'll finally see I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Because the point they keep trying to drive home in season 1 and again in season 2 is that being a good person it's not a noun, it's a verb. You're
Yeah.
not a good person, you have to do good.
you have to do
right?
good, yeah.
And so, like I said, I suspected season 3 would be BoJack actually learning that lesson, because he's had 2 seasons to, you know, finally learn it, and this guy actually tells it to him in a way that he can possibly understand, and I thought he would be taking those first steps toward actively becoming a good person. I'll pass this over to you now since I'm doing a lot of talking. He would take those first steps toward actively becoming a good person, but then the world would start to collapse around him. Kind of like what we saw here in season 3, where his ties get cut one by one until the end. He's all alone. But I thought it would be, you know, his previous sins coming to haunt him, like that girl who almost died of alcohol poisoning, and his friend's daughter, Penny, whom he almost slept with. You know, all this coming back, basically his character assassination on literally the trial of BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
But then season 3 starts, and BoJack is still just BoJack.
Yeah.
He's learned nothing from that. But again, that's BoJack. That's his character. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. Like, he's been doing this for 30 years now. Why would he learn now? And it frustrates me because I think it would have been, well, narratively fulfilling if he had started to learn and then had, you know, some semblance of good just ripped away from him. But at the same time, it's narratively consistent that he didn't learn jack shit. And that he just continued on his shitty way, and it's gotten worse than ever.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in season 3. I feel like if season 4 comes out, and then it feels like season 3 was sort of, if, you know, like...
I'm worried that if it goes on long enough, it will become a parody of itself.
Yeah.
Right? It will become the sitcoms that horsing around is a joke about.
Yeah. I feel like if a season 4 comes out, it's gonna be like... feel like it should have been part of season 3. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah,
Kill Bill should have been one
Yeah,
movie.
exactly. Like, they should have wrapped... Yeah, like, season 3 should have had these plot points, but it didn't. They kind of drug them out so they get a season 4.
Yeah.
Which they have been renewed for season 4. So this time next year, we'll be having this discussion again.
Like, it didn't do any of the things I was hoping it would
No.
do. And not in, like, a good way. Not in,
It's
like, a
like-
subversive, like, ooh, they got me.
Oh, exactly, yeah. it's like I said, Season 1 feels completely self-contained, so you can set that off to the side. Season 2 does things, and it sets stuff up. It's like, okay, I'm looking forward to a resolution to this. And in Season 3, like I just spent 10 minutes yakking about, doesn't really address those things that Season 2 brought up. They've always used running as a metaphor for, like I said, being a good person. They've used it for a metaphor for a number of things, but specifically being a good person, and the fact that you have to try and try and try, and not just stop, not just focus on the appearance of being good. Like he I think so. Like he wears a Fitbit in Season 2, and he says, "Oh, I ran 5 miles," and Princess Carolyn says, "You ran all the way from the gorge or wherever he lives." It's like, well, I shook my wrist on the drive here, so it counted as steps. And that Fitbit is symbolic of perception, of wanting people to say you're a good person, and that's good enough. Not the actual effort of being good, not the actual running the 5 miles. It's just the fact that the thing says you ran 5 miles. That's what's important to him. So at the end of Season 3, he sees the whole field of wild horses out for a run, and he might finally get it. I think he might finally go literally run with the horses, and the effort of running might finally be that purifying force that he needs.
I got really disappointed when they showed that in 2007. They showed the baboon guy running with another character.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, oh, what's this gonna be?
Yeah, I didn't need that baboon character to be a big character. He just needed to be in the background.
Yeah.
But it was kind of insulting that he was just in the background once 10 years ago.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Like, why are you making this? Why did you have this character say something profound to BoJack, but then
not acknowledge it? If they sell it in Season 4,
is this glittery?
I think that's just a background element.
You see that glitter sparkle on there? What do you think that's all about?
No, I think that's just decoration.
Oh, it's a sequence.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Knock down that yellow one to get on top of the other yellow one. They might sell it in Season 4, and then we'll feel like jackasses now.
And see, that's what I'm really hoping for.
But that's the thing. I don't want to wait all that time for Season 4 to sell that one bit. It's nice to have, long-running things that take a while to pay off, but Season 3 had too much of that. And that's why I gave up on another Netflix original series called Hemlock Grove. Because
what's that about?
It's about a lot of cool shit. There's werewolves
and
zombies.
Yeah. Because like younger kids and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Because they kept setting up cool shit, but for the whole first season, they weren't paying any of it off. You can only set up so much. You have to give me some payoff. Like I said, Season 1 of BoJack, it had its storylines and they ended, and it felt like at the very end, those seeds that they planted would just be an extension of these characters' lives. BoJack lived 50 years before we met him. He's gonna live 10 or 20 or 30 more after we leave him.
Yeah.
Right?
What is this fucking room all about?
I don't know.
What am I doing here?
This is bizarre.
Wait.
There's probably a hidden cloud that you need to hit. I bet if you... Or maybe you can jump from these guys. Like one to the other. Boop, boop.
Oh, fuck.
You can do it.
Boop. Oh, come on, Yoshi. You got it.
Come on, Yoshi.
Just use those iframes. God damn it, come down to me! Yeah, something in here. Yeah, I just... Yeah, if Season 4 comes out and it's just like, oh no, BoJack's sad. Because I was almost, when BoJack was having his like...
Yeah, see how this one's just going in a circle and not actually like coming at you? I think, yeah, it's giving you, there you go. There you go. They give you time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Fucking... Yeah.
Flower.
Aww. That was it.
Aww.
That was it.
Oh, well.
Like when BoJack was giving his last sad speech, I almost like thought it was funny because I'm like,
oh yeah,
he's just doing it again. It's the same. God damn it! It's like there's nothing new. It was just like, He's like, well, maybe I'm sad.
And that's why it's...
Maybe I'm just gonna be like this forever again.
Like I said, it's frustrating as a viewer because you want this character to grow. It makes sense that he wouldn't, but how satisfying is that? I don't know. You can have a character growth. That's why it's called character growth, because they've always done the same thing, but something happens to them where now they don't. Okay, I've now reconciled my issues in my own head, so now I am just squarely disappointed, because the end of Season 2 should have been the impetus for actual character growth. It's not an excuse for him to just keep doing the same thing. At least Todd had my reaction, basically. When he has that last speech with Bojack before they basically split ways.
Yeah.
Where he just says, it's you. It's all you.
Yeah.
And then just, fuck, man. What else is there to say? Which
Yeah.
I kind of want to get those words, like... Maybe I pay Jamie to do this. Like, put them on a nice... In a nice format.
Yeah, like a nice
graphic design laid out. So it has proper emphasis on certain bits.
Yeah.
Just print that and frame it and put it on my wall. So when I'm feeling shitty... and I know it's my problem, I can just look at that and go like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it was just... I was waiting, you know, because he doesn't have to get better for the show to be interesting. Like, he could just, like we talked about, he could be trying to get better, and then a bunch of shitty stuff happens, and then he has to deal with all that.
And then his attempts can be tested, because like the guy said, it gets easier. But, you know, just like when you run, if running 5 miles, eventually you'll just get used to it. What if you try to run 7 miles? What if you're trying to be a good person, and you're actually getting used to it, but now you really get tested? You know, we can see Bojack. If Bojack relapsed then it would be more interesting.
Shit.
Oh no!
Yeah, like he can still end the season being piece of shit.
Yeah.
But there was not enough.
And then his
meat
being a
in
piece
there.
of shit would have even more pathos to it. His being a piece of shit would have even more pathos because we saw he has the potential to not be a piece of shit.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So unprofessional. Everyone's gonna hate us.
Yeah, all 0 people who are watching.
Yeah.
You know, if we saw that Bojack, oh, you're doing it, man. Why'd you have to go and have a fucking 3-week bender and kill your only friend?
I fucking can't.
Spoiler, I guess.
I can't believe. Yeah, I mean, and he was doing so much stuff. He's like quitting Princess Carolyn. And I'm like, that's probably good.
It's good for both of them.
And I was like, cool, what's this gonna be? And oh, wait, nothing, because it's like the second to last episode or something like that, so that isn't a thing.
Yeah, there's not enough time for the fallout for that. Again, that's a seed that's not gonna sprout until fucking deep into season 4, a year from now.
And then
his Oscar race ended like 2 episodes before the end. And so then you get to that, and it's like, well, what are the next 2 episodes going to be? Is this going to be Bojack moping around?
Yeah. It's just...
I did appreciate his bender, kind of, but it felt like that should have been, I don't know, somewhere before the end of the Oscar race somehow.
I didn't think that was going to be the big bad thing. Like, oh, you helped her kill herself. Basically. Like, I didn't think that was going to be the main event of the season.
Yeah.
I thought the main event of the season was going to be... I was totally strapped in for a whole season that's basically in and out of courtrooms.
Yeah.